Aloha, everybody. This is Tiggy Maximus with Tiggy Maximus Talks on YouTube, episode 31. Well, uh, as you may have heard, the San Diego Padres have made it to the National League Championship against the Philadelphia Phillies. The San Diego Padres eliminated the 111 win Los Angeles Dodgers, the best team in all of baseball and the best team in Dodgers history, actually. And the Padres ended up winning the last three games. They lost the first one, and they ended up winning games 2, 3, 4. I was actually at the Friday game to watch game 3, and the Padres took care of business. And they finished on Saturday with a 5-3 victory over the Dodgers after trailing 3-0. Joe Musgrove was on the mound. And suddenly in the bottom of the seventh inning, was it? The Padres scored 5 runs and held on to the lead, and they closed the door on the Dodgers. Only one playoff victory for an 111 win team that spent over $200 million in payroll this season and only have one playoff win to show for that great season they had. 111 wins, $200 million plus for payroll, and one playoff win. Basically, one and done. On the other side, Phillies beat the Braves 3-1 as well. And the Padres and Phillies had started playing today. And of course, the Phillies actually won at Petco Park tonight, 2-0. Great performance by Zach Wheeler. A great performance by Yu Darvish too, but no offense coming from the Padres because they were getting shut down by Zach Wheeler and a couple of relievers. They only have one hit tonight, the Padres, and I think they had a total of maybe 4 base runners. So, oh well. Josh Bell has been basically striking out a lot. He's kind of a liability. Now, the only ones who are trying to get something going, well, you got Todd Grisham, Jake Cronenworth, Hashan Kim, Manny is doing something. Profar kind of does some stuff. They're kind of switching between Drury and Brill, but yeah, and Soto's doing okay. But honestly, not a lot of consistency on offense. But we did enough to beat the Dodgers, but we kind of need to make some adjustments against the Phillies. Hopefully, the Padres bounce back. I'm hoping they win 4-1. Honestly, it's a weird schedule. So game 1 was today. It was at 5:30, and then game 2. Oh no, it was at 5:07, 5:03 actually. Game 2 tomorrow is actually at 1:35 in the afternoon in San Diego. And it's weird because even though this is meant for the Padres to then travel to Philadelphia for game 3, which is on Friday, they have all of Thursday to rest and travel. So in my mind, I'm thinking, why would they put the Padres game at 1:35? There's only 2 series left in the playoffs. The Houston series with the New York Yankees, who, by the way, beat the Guardians. They were down 2-1, but they won the last 2 games to win the series 3-2. And now the Yankees are facing the Houston Astros. They are traveling now to Houston and start their series, I believe, tomorrow. It should be tomorrow. So yeah. that series with Houston, New York is going to be at a 5 o'clock slot, prime time. And somehow they made Padres and Phillies the afternoon game when people are still working. So, kind of a schedule and quirk. You'd think that they would just simply just take an extra day to rectify that, but I guess they're working on some sort of schedule. So, we'll see what happens. Tomorrow should be Blake Snell for the Padres, and Aaron Nola should be going up for the Philadelphia Phillies for Game 2. I'm going to try to watch the game, probably starting from the 6th or 7th inning when I get out of work tomorrow. And hopefully, Padres will even the series and shift the series to Philadelphia. Hopefully, Musgrove and Clevenger and possibly Yu Darvish can help close out the series in Philadelphia if it's going to be 4-1. But I've seen some predictions that quite possibly this series could go 7 games. So I would like to see the Padres kind of celebrate on their home field. So this could be looking like it's going to be 6 maybe games. So we'll see what happens. Tonight, the NBA started tonight. Celtics beat the Sixers at home. And the defending champions, the Golden State Warriors, got their ring ceremony tonight. Got their rings, celebrated, start of the game. And it was a competitive game for maybe a quarter and a half. But then the Warriors started to put on the pressure, kind of started pulling away in the third quarter, and they kind of let the Lakers back in it. But overall, the Warriors won 123-109 over the Lakers. So Lakers got some stuff to work on. LeBron is healthy. AD is healthy. Kind of Westbrook is there. Patrick Beverly is there. Kevin Dunn is there. So we'll see what happens with this Lakers team going forward. If there's going to make some changes, lineup changes, or making trades. They did not trade Westbrook away for key players. I think the Lakers are over the cap, but they have a full roster, so we'll see. Honestly, it might be another rough season, but they might win 45 games at most. So the West is still kind of competitive. So I don't think I went to any comedy shows lately since the Padres playoff is happening right now. So I got to gauge that, but I think the next definitive comedy show I'm going to is the Adam Carolla comedy show, which is going to be at the Mic Drop on the 28th of October, a Friday night. And then after that, I have a comedy show on November 11th. I believe that's also a Friday night with Gina Brillion. So that was a rescheduled at the Mic Drop because they were double booking that day, and they rescheduled her for November 11th. So be cool to see them again. Gina, if I can meet Adam Carolla, that'd be cool, and hopefully I can get a picture with him. Maybe, maybe not. So we'll see. But yeah. What else? Oh yeah, I did move. That was an eventful 72 hours I had to endure. So I was excited and also worried about the move from my 1 bedroom to a 2 bedroom home, and there's a software glitch with the leasing office, and apparently they had awarded 2 separate leases to 2 different sets of applicants, one for me and a roommate, and then another one for another family or couple or something. So they finally fixed the glitch and they eventually awarded me the home, which is great for me because I have everything set up with the movers and everything, U-Haul truck and everything. But I guess they had to inform the other party that they were not going to get the home because I applied first and got approved and signed the lease. So, and then I wanted to move that Thursday, this past Thursday, but I couldn't do anything because there's no access code to the door, to the home. So I pretty much wasted basically 7 hours I could have used. And then Friday, I hired movers originally, but they never came, never set up an appointment or time. And I had to I had to cancel those movers and I had to hire some new ones within the hour. And they came and spent 3.5 hours moving all the heavy stuff, which is great because I can't do that anymore. Bad neck, bad back. That's what happens when you're 39. uh, let's see. And I had to work around the fact that I was still going to go to the Padres playoff game that I had purchased back on September 30th. And I gotta tell you, so after I returned the U-Haul, um, I had to shower and then go straight to the ballpark. Um, I showed up a little late. I showed up to the ballpark by the bottom of the first inning, but I didn't. I had to walk all 3 levels to find good food. And eventually I settled on San Diego's finest hot chicken, which I decided to go with, no bones about it, which are chicken tenders with spicy barbecue or something, or some kind of blend of, um, I guess like a barbecue sauce or a marinade sauce, and you mix in with some hot spicy ingredients to go with it. So it was pretty good. Came with fries. Um, it was a raucous crowd. It was over 45,000 people, like 45,137 for the ball game, for the playoff game between the Dodgers and the Padres. So I had a fun time. Got to meet 4 guys who were super Padre fans, and got to talk to 2 ladies who, after the game, big fans too of the Padres. And well, for me, I had to go back to moving more stuff again because I didn't finish. And honestly, I could have used those 7 hours that were wasted on Thursday. Anyway, I did what I could, and then I realized, you know what, I'm gonna spend an extra day. And I think they credited me the extra day because we lost that Thursday, so I get to use Saturday as more time to move the rest of my stuff. And I spent literally from 10 a.m. to midnight on Saturday just moving stuff. And guess what happened during the Saturday? As I got everything moved back to the new place, I just so happened to get a car battery that died on me for my car that I got this year. So I had to handle that. Called a tow truck. Tow guy gave me a new battery, and it's working. But the weird thing about my car battery that died, that the dashboard was flickering. Uh, just my luck, you know. So, um, so all that squared away. I got faster internet service for a cheaper price than what I was paying for. Plus, I get free mobile for a year, and I took on a new tablet, and I had to pay for it for the next 24 months. But overall, it's worth it to get less payments on your internet bill and phone bill. Um, as well, ooh, I have 2 TVs in my room and 2 computer monitors to work with, and it's very decorative in that sense. But I think I can only use like 2 of the 4 at any given time. So, yeah. So we'll see what's up. Um, Yeah, and I had to encounter some death stares from people, from my neighbors, my new neighbors. So we had a couple. We had a skinny guy and a very chubby wife of his. Didn't like the fact that my car was parked in the red zone with the lights on, and I was just simply moving stuff back and forth, unloading the car, to the point that I can move the car again. But in that time, I was moving stuff back and forth, loading, unloading. This couple didn't like that they didn't have room to either park their car or to back out. So they got close to my car, and I pushed my car, and the guy had asked me if I can move my car. But the guy was very snobbish. And I saw his wife, and she was super pissed at me. I just waved like a polite neighbor, but she was giving me the death stare. So if I have to encounter them again, who knows? I hope I don't have to fight them or anything, but try to do my best as being a good neighbor. Um, Anywho, and then there was a family that needed to park in their handicap spot, but they have a big SUV to park in their handicap spot. And I had the U-Haul at the time, and I was again having the movers load unload from the truck, and well, I guess they must have not liked the fact that my U-Haul was close to their handicap spot, and they can't park comfortably. So, I guess I don't know. My bad. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, everybody moves. And I'm pretty sure the U-Haul is going to be parked in the red zone in some way, shape, or form, and it's going to block somebody in the complex. So, but anywho, I like my new place. It's very nice, very beautiful, very roomy. It's the biggest two-bedroom they have in the complex, so it worked out. Um, so, um, oh, you know what? I don't know if I actually gave any picks last time for the NFL Week 6, but let's just go over how Week 6 went on Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. Um, I believe um, who had played? Who had played? I think it was I want to say the Commanders playing the Bears, and I think the Commanders they beat the Bears on a late turnover that got turned into a very quick offensive touchdown for the Washington Commanders over the Bears in Chicago. I think they won the game 12-7. It was kind of hard to watch, but you know how that goes. And then notable games on Sunday. Let's start from the top. Eagles beat the Cowboys. I think it was like the 26-17. I find it kind of weird that the Philadelphia Eagles had actually gone for two when they were up by 9. Um, I would just simply just kick the extra point, be up by 10. I mean, you still have to deal with a touchdown and a field goal, so some coaches are kind of quirky, but it didn't really matter. Eagles won by 9. What else? Falcons, I think they beat the 49ers. That was a shocker. Um, the Colts beat the Jaguars. Um, the Buffalo Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, let's see. Ooh, Packers lost to the New York Jets. That was the big shocker. And then Rams beat the Panthers. I remember that. Bengals beat the Saints. Um, Steelers beat the Buccaneers. Ravens lost to the Giants. Um, And then Monday Night Football, the Chargers beat the Broncos. That was kind of hard to watch. The Chargers were down 10-0, but the Chargers spotted them those 10 points and they came back, tied it up, tied it up again at 10, tied it up at 13, tied it up at 16. And the offense was pretty bad. It wasn't a great bit of flow to each side's offensive possessions. So, game went into overtime. Both teams had the ball at least 3 or 4 times. And finally, with 2:38 left in the game in overtime, the Chargers kicked a field goal to win 19-16. Our kicker, Dustin Hopkins, he hurt his hamstring, but he tried to play through it, but he's going to be gone for like 4 weeks or so. But he kicked through the pain, but all of his field goals were like under 40 yards. I think he had to kick one from like 45 yards out, but he made it. So that was great. But yeah, Justin Herbert, he's still hurt. And Keenan Allen has missed his 5th straight game now with the hamstring problems. So yeah. Chargers are 4-2, so they are currently tied with the Kansas City Chiefs for the first place in the AFC West division. And before I forget, Minnesota Vikings beat the Dolphins. Yeah. So with that, I am still one of 2 people left in my survivor pool. 17 people dwindled down to 2. I actually had picked the Vikings to win over the Dolphins, and the other guy picked the Rams to beat the Panthers. So, so yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Cowboys for Week 7 to beat the Lions, and hopefully, by doing so, I might win the survivor pool. But as each week goes by, as you may have known, you can no longer pick the team that you had chosen in weeks past. It has to be a new team every week until there's a definitive winner. So, wish me luck. There's like some money in the pot, $750. I already won $335 in the side bets, but yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. And then there was one league I'm doing very well in, but I finally lost for the first time this season. So I'm 5-1, and I'm pretty sure I got the most points, so that probably puts me in first place still. So yeah. And then I have one at work where I think I dropped to 6th place now with a 4-2 record, I think. And then there's one, I think I'm 3-3. Let's see. There's that, and there's one that's called a Tea Leaf League, which I did win the championship before. I think I dropped to 6th place, but I have 4-2 record, I think. Ooh. Kind of tired. What else? And there's one league that used to be with, or has ex colleagues, ex employees of my company, and wait, why did I bring that up? Okay. So yeah, in my own league, um, I think I'm currently uh, 4-2 in that one. So um, let's see. In my worst league, I am now 2-4. I only won 2 of the 5 matchups this week, so still got stuff to work on. Roll with the best players, and then uh, wait. I know I had to do something. I'm pretty sure it's taken care of. Um, oh, well, I would need to kind of go back to the drawing board and then see if we can make some trades or find some guys on the waiver wire. So hopefully I get all my guys on the same page and produce a very um, like a bunch of W's for the wins. But um, honestly, it has been an interesting week. So here's to the next week. So this is it, guys. Taking Maximus signing off. Be safe. Have a lot of fun. Bye.